Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy MidPokeMaster here today with PMU Season 9 Week 2 against Trexo, coach of the Portland Timbers. So before we get any further, don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell in the top right corner if you want a notification whenever I upload. Around 60 to 70% of the people that watch my videos are currently not subscribed, so please make sure to subscribe. It just shows a lot of support to the channel. It shows me that you want to see more draft league content. Especially these PMU videos need support, so I'll continue to look for Gen 7 Wi-Fi leaks, or maybe make my own one day. So yeah, so Trexo is somebody that's recently been getting back to Mons. He was a draft league veteran, and he recently came back and joined BBR Season 3, and got back into Mons. He's played in a lot of leagues since then. He's played in obviously BBR Season 3. He was a replacement coach in NCP Season 4. He's in UPBA. He's in a new league that is starting up now that I'm not in, but I know he's in, but I can't think of what it's called. So he's making, a pretty big return to draft league. So I'm super excited for him, as, he was somebody, the league he used to run, I think it was the PGL. I used to watch every weekend, so it's super cool to see him back into the community. So he has a terrifying rain team that I think we can deal with pretty well, but, it's obviously going to depend on the 6 he brings and how this battle is going to go. So let's get right into his team. So his team consists of Zapdos with a Z, Alolan Muk, Crocodile, Serena, Bronzong, Armadillo, or Armaldo, Mimikyu, Politoed, Mienshao, Ludicolo, and Mega Swampert. So seems very terrifying, but we do have ways of winning. I think he'll bring the Zapdos. I could see Alolan Muk, but I could also see him not bringing it. Really, he could bring any of his Mons, in all reality, as all of them have a way to do something here besides, like, Armaldo. But, I have to prep for 10 out of the 11 of his Mons, just because all of them can come here and do something against my team. So, as you can see, I'm bringing Shukaberry, Koko, Dazzling Gleam, Thunderbolt, U-Turn, Grass Knot. With his speed tiers, I can run Modest, as I don't need that much speed to, I believe this is outspeed Mienshao. I don't need to run, Timid max speed. I can run, max Modest 180 speed with 76 in HP. And my coverage kind of just kills everything on his team. I have the Shukaberry to deal with like a Mega Swampert and Rain, plus Crocodile. Thunderbolt's incredibly spammable here, otherwise outside of Serena, which doesn't want to take a D-Gleam. And U-Turn's always nice. If he leads Politoed, I lead Koko, I can always just U-Turn out, as there's really no downside to that. Just because there's no way he's ever going to stay in. He could go into his Crook or Mega, or his Alolan Muk. So I think TAPU KOKO is a great, breaker this game. It can also be a late game win con, just because I have enough bulk to live hits from his Rain Sweepers and just do enough damage back. Next up, speaking of breakers, we have Mega Medicham. 252 attack, 228 speed, Jolly with 28 in HP, Fake Out, Ice Punch, High Jump Kick, Thunder Punch. This one just doesn't have a switch in. His best switch in Zapdos, which doesn't want to take High Jump Kick into Ice Punch. Really, High Jump Kick is very spammable here if Mimikyu doesn't come. Otherwise, I might be a little hesitant to click it, as just bring that in and make us take 50%. But Fake Out's, there to, waste rain terms. Nothing also really wants to take an electric terrain boosted Thunder Punch outside of Crocodile, Mega Swampert, but neither of those want to take a High Jump Kick. So this mon just offensively pressures a lot of this team, and he really just doesn't have a switch in for it in general. Next up, Choice Scarf Ditto. Don't really have much to say about this. I threw, max EVs and HP just so, when I'm transferring, I have as much health as possible. If anything, I can really be like Zapdos, Ludicolo, and Mega Swampert and just kind of clean once his team's weakened, as nothing really wants to take, his rain boosted, waterfalls from Mega Swampert, Hydros from Ludicolo. So or even if Mimikyu gets set up, I can just come in with that and Ditto's just really nice to making it to where he can't just bring SD Mimikyu and kind of win, which would be pretty problematic. So I just feel like Ditto's a nice failsafe against rain, just to make sure those Rain Sweepers don't get out of hand. Next up, physically defensive Seismitoad with Leftovers, Water Absorb, Scald, EQ, Stealth Rock, Toxic. Just, physically defensive to take hits from the Mega Swampert. I can wall Zapdos if it doesn't have HP Grass. I can come in on Crocodile and, set up rocks as he's forced out. I can always Toxic the Politoed. So this one just does a lot of soft checking to a lot of his team. Nothing really appreciates hits from this mon. And if I can get, my Stealth Arcs up, get a few Toxic around, this mon will do its job. So our second to last mon is Physically Defensive Scizor, U-turn Bullet Punch or Steefog. Didn't really have a switch into Crocodile or Alolan Muck or Mimikyu or Mienshao. So just felt like, just a physically defensive Scizor did enough. Offensive isn't good here because of Zapdos plus, Rain. So, I just have a U-turn. I just want to make sure I don't get, Stealth Arcs are very annoying here. So I just want to make sure they're not, up at all times. I can U-turn here pretty freely. Bullet Punch like some things in range like the Mimikyu or the Ludicolo or Mienshao. So this one, they're really just, I felt like my first 4 I had to bring, but then the last 2 I had numerous Pokemon that could come. Like Gengar was nice, but between Alolan and Crocodile it couldn't come. But against everything else it was nice. Umbreon I almost brought, but it just felt like it was very hard to fit because a lot of mons could Toxic me. Like Zapdos and Politoed could Toxic me, so it was hard to fit those on. And what else did I not bring? I almost, Noivern just wasn't good here, as I just have a lot of mons that can just revenge kill me, and mons that can just defensively take my attacks. Miltank just isn't good here. Just, it doesn't really wall anything. So I have Scizor, as I said. And then for final mon, I have Shiinotic, just especially defensive. It's here just to check Ludicolo. I do have Effect Spore over Rain Dish. I should have been Rain Dish just to take those hits better. But I just didn't bring in Effect Spore, which is nice in case Mega Stomper got out of hand, like Scizor and Seismitoad went down too early. I can try to get something with Effect Spore. But he actually doesn't really switch into my dual stabs and Moonblast Giga Drain outside of Bronzong, but a lot of my team offensively pressures that anyways, so I'm not too worried. So I just feel like this mon was just very annoying, and it helps me switch into Ludicolo, which otherwise just kind of destroyed me offensively. So thank you all for watching the Team Builder, and I'll see you all in the battle. And we are here with the battle. So we just have to hope I don't hit my 3DS, because then the cable comes out and won't connect. So no Crocodile, has Muck. So let me just put that on the layout. But be very careful not to hit my DS. Why is there no Muckalola? There we go. So we have Alolan Muck. No Mimikyu. Have Bronzong. So I'm fine with that. That's actually pretty nice. It means spamming Kite Jump Kick is very nice here. So I think I'm just going to lead Tapu Koko, as I can clearly U-turn out on everything on this team. And I barely hit my DS there and it fell a little, so I got extremely scared. So good luck, have fun. I'm going to write down the mons over here for once. So Zapdos, a Muck, Politoed, Bronzong, Ludicolo, and Mega Swampert. Gooch Grease. Okay, that's a Alolan Muck. So, I think... I think my best play is just to U-turn out. And kind of pivot out and see what he wants to do. So we're just going to get the U-turn off here. We do like 20%. So that looks like their max HP, or close to it. Do I want to go Seismitoad? I kind of just want to go Scizor because I don't care to get knocked off. I don't think you would ever flick Fire Punch there. Clicks knockoff, that's fine. I did 177 to 116. So 177 to 116. So I did 61 to my Scizor. That shows me, max attack. This thing's not going to appreciate a U-turn. He doesn't know if I'm offensive or not, but he is just going to stay in. So he's going to go down to around 50. And how much is he going to do to, like, a regular Medicham. Because he's not gonna, if anything, he's gonna click Fire Punch here. So I'm just gonna go out into this and just claim a kill with high jump kick. Clicks Fire Punch. That's fine. 139 to 8. So I'm just gonna click the high jump kick here, as this should kill. This kills everything, basically, outside of Zapdos. But I don't believe that's going to appreciate a high jump kick and Ice Punch. It does not. How much should I just do with the raw Ice Punch to this Mon? It takes it, so I'm gonna click high jump kick here. He is gonna stay in, so we just have to hope we hit. And we just get this damage off. As this Mon's very annoying, it's very annoying for our team. I do hit, and this Muk should go down. So, Mega Medicham kills a Muk. And if you see me come off the screen a little bit, I'm just writing down the kills. Normally I have my notebook on my desk, but I'm afraid I would hit my 3DS. So Clarence, this is Bronzong. I don't really have the best ways of dealing with this Mon at all. And if they're not physically defensive, they're not going to appreciate this hit, so I'm just going to hit high jump kick. We are going to hit. How much does this do? Okay, so they're physically defensive, and they're going to click Toxic. Probably predicting me to go into Seismitoad, but I cannot touch this Mon on really anything else. So Toxic. They have leftover, so they're going to be at like 31. So now that I know they're physically defensive, probably Levitate. They do die to Thunder Punch, so I'm just going to click that. They're going to click Protect, predicting me to click High Jump Kick, but I get that play right. So I'm going to take some more toxic damage, but that's fine because this Mon's just a wall breaker, and it's already broke down one of his walls. So that's very nice for us here. Electric Terrain is gone, so at this point I do have to click High Jump Kick again. Because otherwise I will not get. But we broke down both of his ways of, not just auto-losing to TAPU KOKO. So he's going to hard switch out, and I am going to get another High Jump Kick off Jolteon. I believe that it will be Zapdos. So they are not defensive. But I'm not, I'm not max speed. So they can just stay in and kill me here. But at this point, I'm just going to click Thunder Punch. So they're at like 37. They did not, they took so much damage here. But at this point, TAPU KOKO can kind of just win. From what I'm looking at. They're just going to hard switch out and something else is going to take this Thunder Punch. Clap, clap, clap. Well, you're going to take a Thunder Punch to the face. And if you're not, completely, if you're not completely phys death, there's a chance you die to this. So you're going to go around down to 30. Do I die to Toxic here? I do not. So I get one more turn. And at this point, I'm just going to click Thunder Punch again. They're going to click Protect. So, Bronzong is going to come in with Toxic. Bronzong kills Mega Medi. That's more than fine with me. That was a great wall breaker for this game. And it really did, it just did its job and, broke down this entire team. So I'm going to go out into Koko. You were physically defensive. Do you die to Grass Knot? You're in range if you don't have any Spadef. But I'm just going to click the Thunderbolt. So even if you go Mega Swampert, I have Shuka Berry for you. I have the Shuka Berry just for this situation where Mega Swampert could come in. It's not going to take a Grass Knot. So he is going to hard switch out. Does he go out into the Swampert? Clarence? That, I believe that was the Bronzong. So this Mon should die, I would think. You are dead. So Koko kills Bronze. So their players to either go Ludicolo or Mega Swampert. They're gonna go Mega Swampert. Depending on their investment, they could live this, but they would, you know, absolutely need a lot of investment. But I'm modest 252. I don't die to any one hit. So their play, in all honesty, is to click Waterfall and try to get the flinch. So they are going to click Waterfall. They are going to try to play for the flinch. I get the Grass Knot off. And they do die, so Koko kills Mega Swampert. So right now, they have Ludicolo, Zapdos, Politoed, Tostitos. They're going to go out into the Ludicolo, but that's fine. Because I have a whole... what's this thing called? Shiinotic, just for this. So Ludicolo doesn't even... it has a chance of 2-hit KO with the Ice Beam. If it's modest Life Orb. If not, you know, I can live any move. So they're going to click Scald. That does 167 to 136. So that did 31. So I want to see how invested they are. So that shows me they're like... they're not max special attack modest, so I'm just going to click Moonblast. They're going to click the Ice Beam here. That does that put me in range? It does not put me in range of a second Ice Beam. I got a crit, so that did a lot more than it should have. So I do feel bad about that. How many more turns of rain there are? There's 2 more turns. So that sucked for them a lot. That really did. But I am guaranteed out of range, so I am just going to click Moonblast again. So you're just going to Ice Beam. This shouldn't kill me. So I'm just going to click Moonblast again. This is like a damage roll to kill. Actually, no, it's not. That was a lot higher than I thought. So they're at 10% now. My electricity is going to go away. But at this point, I'm fine, because even if they get rained up again, I do have the Bullet Punch with my Scizor. So Ludicolo kills Shiinotic. Which is fine, this one was here just for that. Ludicolo kills Shiinotic. So I'm just going to go into my Koko here. I can click Thunderbolt for incredibly free. If he sacks this one off, that's fine. So I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt here. They should go out and develop either Zapdos or the Politoed. Clap, clap, clap. Yes, that was the play they needed to make, in my opinion. But at this point, I think I can just go out into Ditto and, you know, get my kill. So Koko kills Politoed. Or I can, you know, come in as the Zapdos. We'll see. Like, how much does this Ludicolo do to itself? It does quite a bit, especially in the rain. So do I want to sack this Mon off? I want to keep this around just for the Zapdos. I'm going to go out into my Ditto here. Because I believe Scizor died to that hit. It would have died to a rain boosted Scald, I believe. They do click Scald, that's fine. That is 155 to 133. And what moves does it have? It has Giga Drain, Ice Beam, Scald, Energy Ball. So I'm going to write that down. Scald, Ice Beam, Giga Drain, Energy Ball. So how much does this Ludicolo do to itself? Because we believe he's timid, could be modest, but I don't know. Range. Because he's at like exactly 10%. Scald should just be enough. But I guess Ice Beam actually does kill. That would be a throw, not a click it. So does Ditto get a kill here? Ditto does. So Ditto kills Ludicolo. And I believe we'll kill Zapdos because it's at a very low range. It should kill. Especially considering how much it took from that high jump kick earlier. Showing us they're not super defensive, but we are, you know, Swift Swim in the rain plus Choice Scarf, so this should pick up the final kill of the match. And that should be it. I don't think there's anything else. So Ditto kills Ludicolo and Zapdos, so GG to Trexo. I think we just played really well there. Trexo really didn't have any answers for that Mega Medicham. It just tore through his defensive core of, you know, Alolan Muk, Bronzong, and he just couldn't do much about it. So GG to him. I'm super happy my 3DS didn't lag at all. They say he connected throughout the entire time, so yeah. So we are currently going to be 2-0. So that was a 4-0. So how much was our win last week? Our win last week was 1-0 plus 3, so we are now 2-0 plus 7, second in the league. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.